My name is Anne Doubilet, and I'm an underwater explorer, writer, and photographer. My passions in life are exploring new places that I haven't been before, whether it's underwater or on land. Coral reefs are absolute visual chaos, and there's so much going on. There's fish darting around, soft corals going back and forth in the underwater currents, anemones moving their tentacles in and out, and clownfish darting in amongst the tentacles, that it's kind of like you don't know where to look first and what to do. It's really an exercise in isolating subject matter from background. Water acts like a big blue filter, and it filters out all the colors in the color spectrum. After 3 feet, all the reds kind of disappear. And as you get deeper and deeper, everything is sort of this yucky, greenish, yellowish cast. So in order to bring the colors out, you have to bring artificial light. The interesting thing about red, really bright red things like my gloves underwater, to the naked eye look totally black. So you have to wonder what fish really see. I'm a very optimistic person, and I like to be hopeful and constructive, not, pessimistic. But I have to say that the changes and what our oceans are going through is really very, very disturbing. Red Sea is the favorite area of mine. I've worked on about 10 stories over the years for National Geographic in the Red Sea. One of the first times I went there, my daughter, who is now 24 years old, was just still an infant in diapers. And so she was up on deck, and I was underneath the boat, swimming around at dusk, photographing these magnificent soft corals, bright pink, lavender, purple, chartreuse, orange, yellow. And I remember having such a vivid thought, I can't wait till my daughter is old enough that I can bring her down to this very spot and show her all of these magnificent things. And when she was old enough to come down and see them, they were all gone. Charles Darwin has always been a great hero of mine. I had always wished that Darwin had been able to go underwater, because he would have been knocked out by the variety of marine life. I started out as a writer, actually, and then I got into photography. And now, interestingly enough, I'm back to words and writing again. This is sort of one of those trite sayings that a picture is worth 1,000 words. But I often think that a few words really merit a very visual image that you can bring to your mind. I remember one time coming back from an extraordinary trip to the eastern field, in between Australia and Papua New Guinea. And it was just teeming with fish and beautiful untouched reefs. And I had come back to New York City and taken the subway downtown, and I was just sort of walking around with this image in my head of teeming streets and streaming reefs, seeing all the fish that I had just seen a few days ago, silver and blue and golden fish. And then here were all these people reflecting light and their own beauty, but it was just teeming life wherever I looked. It was a beautiful moment, because these people don't know it, but they're really connected to all these fish that are swimming out in the middle of the Pacific. My focus is shifting a bit away from myself, and I'm very committed now to the next generation of explorers. I want to emphasize that kids should really just get out into the world and explore and document and see and notice, because who knows what changes they'll see in their lifetime.